my lovely bum grapes, welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Miss. I'm a 32-year-old makeup ho from Scotland, and today we are sponsored by Red Bull. Today, as you can see by the title, we're doing a full face of Huda Beauty. It doesn't include the eyes. I don't know if this video might be out already, the eyes, or it might be coming next. I don't know, but basically I did the eyes completely using Huda as well, but in a separate video, just so that I didn't have to rush it and then feel like I couldn't include very much detail or chatting or anything. So I am doing it in two parts. I hope you don't mind that, but it is what it is. But obviously we're going to use everything from primer to setting spray in today's video using one of my favourite brands, which is Huda. I did ask in my declutter if you wanted me to do this, and quite a lot of people said yes. So that's what we're doing. So I think we should just hop into it, because it is almost 5 o'clock and I've not eaten yet, and I've got to that stage where I'm like, ugh, grumpy, I need to eat. So let's just go and get Clarty. Make me up Clarty. Makemeupmissa. I need to put Clarty somewhere in my YouTube name, I think. Right, we're obviously going to start off with the primer, and I have one. Oh wait, well, let's moisturise first, because I have Huda moisturisers. So I'm going to use my Wishful Honey Whip. This is the Peptide moisturiser. Not saying I absolutely recommend this. It's nice, but I actually reach for my Glow Recipe one a lot more. But I'll use it because I have it, and it's good for the video, innit? To use it. It does kind of smell like honey, can you imagine? It does feel nice. Absolutely nice moisturiser. Would I go out my way to purchase it? Probably not, just because I've got like other ones that I do much prefer. It does feel nice though. Smells nice. I know I say it in my other video, but I do hope you don't mind that this is split into two, but it just means I can spend more time on it and not rush to edit a shorter video. Red Bull today. Sometimes I just get Red Bull because they're easier and lighter to carry than Monster. Anyway, GLOWISH by Huda Beauty is our primer, and hopefully you can see I am a big fan of this. It's like a silicone-y feeling, quite like thick, but not like claggy, just thick in texture. Primer, it's the Glow Jam, isn't it? Blur Jam, and it really does blur. But it probably like the first ingredient is silicone or something, I don't know. I know a lot of people don't like, so I don't even know if it is, because it doesn't say the ingredients on this little tub, but I find on my skin it's a very nice primer. I've got very normal skin, however it is 32-year-old skin, so I've got them lines that I like to blur. That does feel like a really nice base for putting makeup on top of. That over the moisturiser, but over any moisturiser this feels nice. I would definitely recommend this primer. I do think it is worth the money. I think it is gorgeous, and I'm not really a primer gal. I only own one Huda foundation, even though she's launched heaps. She's launched sticks, she's launched variations of the original. I only have the GLOWISH, which is in, by the way, shade 1 Fair. I personally do not like any other Huda foundation. They're all way too thick and heavy and like clarty and cake facey for me, which I do love clarty cake face. However, I like building that up mostly with concealer and stuff rather than a thick heavy foundation, because I don't really need a thick heavy full coverage foundation. I need like light to medium coverage, and then concealer where I need full coverage, so like underneath my eyes and like my hyperpigmentation around my nose and stuff. This foundation is stunning. It is really pretty. I don't find it lasts on me for like 13-14 hours. However, it's a glowy, dewy, beautiful base. Like you could, and it does even me out, even though it's like what, medium, light to medium coverage. I'd say medium coverage probably. Look at that glow, and I don't have a glowy primer on at all. Also, this shade is not horrible on me, but I wouldn't say it's not perfect, so I will take it down a minute. I think it is very lovely. I really do. 100% worth the money. Yes, if this is the kind of finish you adore. Yes, if you can get it in a sale, even better. And she does quite good sales on her website quite often. But yeah, if you can get it in a sale, 1000% recommend. It is wonderful. Even more wonderful though is the concealer. I use the shade most often, 2.1N Meringue. Mine's like proper running out. However, I have backups of this because it really is my holy grail concealer. It can do no wrong. It is a far superior like Tarte Shape Tape. It is so super full coverage. It is gonna hide all of your past sins. It's gonna save you from parking tickets. Like, it is a wonderful concealer. So this gets a 10,000 out of 10 for me. Oh, I put way too much on. Oh no, what a shame. Yeah, and a bunch of like people at like Saucers that I've spoken to about this concealer that have bought it, I don't think I've heard one person say they don't like it. So again, try and grab it in a sale, like when you see it's got money off, to try it for the first time if you're really wondering about it, because I really do think it is wonderful. And holy shit, I put on way too much. Way too much. What a moron. I'm so lazy I will sit here and use a dry sponge because I don't want to go up and wet. Look at that for a base. Shut up. I don't have a Huda full freckle product, so I'm going to use my Shein one very quickly, and then we will come back together and we will powder. I do have 2 Huda powders. Don't be too scared of this. I actually started using this recently, so my Colourpop ones are totally done, and I actually have been really enjoying this. I feel like it gives a very natural full freckle look. I need to do another Shein video to combat the fact that I'm using expensive makeup today. I swear I am more of a drugstore channel if you're new here, but today's just a Huda appreciation day, basically. Right, give me a second, I'll fix my freckles and then we will continue. Okay, I'm all freckly. I will get frecklier. But that's my base freckles. We are obviously going to use the Huda loose powder. This is in Sugar Cookie, and I'm very particular about my loose powders. I feel like they can make or break how good my skin looks that day, and this is a solid little number. I'm avoiding my direct under eyes because I kind of want that to be tacky for eyeshadow later on. So this powder is so good. I think I've got 2 open and on the go. I don't know why, but I do. And Sugar Cookie is just the right colour for my skin tone. So I'm going to use this to set the vast majority of my face. And I'm actually going to switch to a brush just for speed and efficiency. But I'm going to use a second Huda powder, which if you're a regular here will not be a shock to you. Obviously another one that I could not live without. So I'm not even trying to like set my base too much because I'm going to use something else. This powder is a definite recommendation if you are wondering. It is wonderful, it's set, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy, it doesn't ruin your makeup. Shut up. It really is wonderful. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10 because of the price. Right, where's my other brush? Okay, moving on. GLOWISH. This stuff, what's it called? Luminous Press Powder. This is an 01 Fair. Can't really tell, mine's got a big dip in it. I've got 3 of these on the go. I've got a darker one, but we're using the lighter one today. This is an all over powder. I will do half my face. If you don't like glowing, you're not gonna like this. However, if you're like me and you love a glowy looking foundation, but you will have to set it with powder, which then mattifies it and makes it look like pointless, kind of, that you've used a glowy foundation, then this powder is what you're gonna want, because this is a very light dusting and it just makes you look like your base is glowing. So that's it on that side, and then not on that side. I can't see in the monitor, but I feel like that side just looks way more matte. That side looks way more glowy. If you're very oily skinned, maybe not something you want to add, but if you've got normal to dry skin, then this is so good, so horribly expensive. To be honest, all of Huda is. It is not a luxury brand at all. It's a high-end brand, isn't it? So obviously this is a pricey face of makeup. And then I always take this down my neck, 'cause I think it's weird if I've got a very glowy face and then a like matte neck. So I'm just gonna match it basically. See? Everything just looks glowy and dewy, but in a set way, like I'm completely set, so I don't feel like my makeup's gonna move around and get smooched all day. And now my face is all set. I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty, what's it called? Coconut Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist. It's stunning. Was that a lot? Yes. Like I kind of always say, setting sprays for me aren't really setting sprays, they're more just like hydrating mists, which is definitely what this is. Very hydrating, soaks all the powder, like the loose powder off your skin, makes everything look lovely. But for me, the only thing that actually sets my makeup in place all day is going to be setting spray. hairspray, and I will always use hairspray to set my face. It's just never not gonna happen. Moving on. Oh, my bronzers are a drawer up because I decluttered so much. Where are you, baby? Oh, thought I lost it. GLOWISH bronzer. I don't know if Huda's got a bronzer or if it's just the GLOWISH range. This is an 01 light. It's this kind of marbled thing, and it's very nice. It's a very nice bronzer. But saying that, would I run out and buy this if all my other bronzers disappeared and I had to buy one? Probably not. No, definitely not, because it's very expensive and there's much nicer. Yeah, there is much nicer cheap bronzers out there. It is a very nice bronzer though. If this is the kind of thing you're looking for, if you know, love the brand and you want more from them, and it's totally in your price range, it is a lovely bronzer. There isn't anything wrong with it. This is the bronzer I reach for, you know, when I've got a nice special occasion and I want to sit and use all my fancy makeup and like feel like $1,000,000. This is the bronzer that I reach for. But usually day to day I'm gonna reach for one of my drugstore ones because they do the same thing, you know. But sometimes it is nice to just sit and put your fancy makeup on, isn't it? So take that over where my freckles are. Very nice. I wouldn't say subtle, but it is quite subtle. It's one you would build up. You're not gonna be like put on way too much at one point and then get scared. I just like to put my bronzer on a little brush through the ends of my brows because I feel like I always have like white skin there, and nothing's like merged in nicely if I don't do that. So, oh fudge, I didn't use my tanner, I didn't use my cream blushes. It's because I didn't take everything out of my drawers before I started. I just kind of started. I'm very quickly gonna contour. It's not a Huda product, it's a Kevin O'Quan. And then we will work something out with blush and highlight. I'm very worried about this, but I'm gonna try and use my Huda stick blush on my face. I'm gonna paint it onto my brush. This one is in the shade Proud Pink. I don't even have a Huda highlighter, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm just hoping if I go very gently I can blend this onto my powdered base, and if not I might have to do like an insane blush heavy look. I don't know if this is working. It's a stunning blush, by the way. I swatched it there. Give it a bigger swatch. It's got a very lovely glow to it. I got rid of like all my ABH. I got rid of all my ABH stick blushes to keep these ones because I actually much prefer the Huda. I don't know why. I think this is going to be quite a blush heavy look, so I'm not too worried. I am annoyed at myself though that I didn't think of doing this before I powdered. It's a blush I reach for quite a lot when I'm doing my very natural makeup. I use a lot of creams when I'm doing my natural makeup because it's just, you know, it's just the right colour of flush for my skin tone. It's very, very pretty. Is that perfect? No. Go over with my sponge and just kind of, it's not disrupted what's underneath it at all, but I am very scared to like swipe my brush around too heavily and yeah, like ruin it. I don't think I have a Huda highlight. I'm fairly certain I don't. Maybe a shade from my palettes I could use as a highlight. Dangerous game. It's too pigmented. The shimmers are like, they're too pigmented. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll go on and look like eyeshadows. I will have to use something as my blush, by the way. Like one of these eyeshadows is gonna have to be a blush for me. That's okay, I can live with that. No, I'll just throw on a different highlight, and I think I'll use, yeah, we'll just grab my Wet n Wild in Blossom Glow, just because it's a very staple pink highlight in my collection, as you can probably tell. And I forget Wet n Wild exists. It's not really a brand that I look to that much. Are they even still on Beauty Bay? Is Huda on Beauty Bay? I don't think it is. I know they're on ASOS. This highlight is so inexpensive and so pretty. Not that we're supposed to be talking about any other brand right now, Melissa, but we can appreciate it. I should rename my channel like Clarty Makeup or something, shouldn't I? Or what is next? Done highlight, blush, and I'm gonna have to use one of my tiny bee pans. We'll make it work. What one? Yeah, I'm gonna use my rose quartz. This could be very dangerous, and I'm gonna use the shade Happiness. I'm gonna try as my blush, and I've used it quite a lot on my eyes, so I plan on like blending my eyes into my blush anyway, so this should be okay. Obviously I did declutter all of my Huda blushes, the GLOWISH ones, not because there's anything wrong with them. In fact, I think they are excellent, but I wasn't reaching for them, and the person I decluttered them to is obsessed with them, and they didn't have those shades, so it was perfect. So they are being loved and adored in someone else's collection. But I'm a blush hoe and I have so many options that they weren't really on my radar. I'm gonna use a little bit of this cherished shade, which is this like baby pink, just to try and blend the edges of this because it is quite intense. I'm trying not to dip into all of the dark shades around this. Look at me doing a pink blush. I can do it. I can do it. Right, I'm gonna go throw my brows on and also finish off my eyes in my other video, and then we will come back and we will do a lip because we do have many Huda lip options. That is not going to be a struggle. Maybe picking a colour is going to be a struggle, but it's not going to be a struggle finding one because I quite like my Huda lip collection. Let's do one last blast with our hydrating spray, just for funsies. Just feels nice to do it. I probably shouldn't have used bronzer today given the colour of blush I did, but I wanted to use like what I had in my collection of Huda, so yeah, it's a bit of a mistake. I'll be back and we shall continue our endeavours together. My hair, it's hair wash night. My hair is looking, see a beard. Finish off my eyes, put a lot more blush on. Okay, this is my favourite Huda lipstick. This is in the shade Empress. Look at the absolute... This has broken, it has melted, it has gone through the absolute ringer. I really need a new one, but that is not top priority right now, so I don't know how I'm going to actually apply this. This formula is one of the most beautiful formulas in the world. I don't think I'm going to like this lipstick colour with my eyes. Let me just say though, if you want a very glossy, beautiful lipstick formula, this one with like the clear tops, I don't know what it is. What is it? Cream lipstick. I do have some like bright colours. This is like a very pinky red. This is Spring Break, and then Bachelorette is an intense pink. I do realise they would go, but it's not the vibe I want, so I'm just gonna throw on like a different nude, or I'll stay with this Huda one and then I'll just lighten it up, I think, maybe with a bit of gloss, and then I'm still using it, you know what I mean. I'll just grab any Huda lip liner. This is in Spice Girl. The Huda lip liners are very good, nothing wrong with them, however they're no different to Primark or like MUA. I don't think they're special at all, and I find them incredibly hard to sharpen. I don't know why, they never sharpen that nicely for me. They are nice and creamy and pigmented, nothing wrong with them. I just don't think they're like a standout product from Huda in my opinion. This lipstick is hilarious to try and use. I could just use a lip brush. It's the easy route. I'll just use one though. Yeah, if you want the kind of effect of gloss, but as a lipstick, this formula is incredible. I love the sheen it gives. It's really good. Really, really good. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go light in it though, because I absolutely detest with my entire heart and soul and being this with this. So I was probably gonna just put a pale lipstick on. But then I'll be back and we'll be completely done and we'll have a very quick debrief on how everything's gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. Probably a wig day. Can I be bothered with a wig though? I don't know. I just straightened my hair so my ears are like super pink. Yeah, my hair's not gonna achieve anything, right? Because it really needs washed. Anyway, we're completely done. I feel I look horrendous and I don't know why. Like what's wrong here? What's wrong with this picture? Why do I not look nice? Okay, let's have a quick debrief on all the products that we used, but I'm gonna be honest, all of them are great, aren't they? What did we start off with? Blur Jam. I'll tell you what I really recommend and what is just good, because everything I have is good or I would have decluttered it. Definitely recommend the Blur Jam, that is fantastic. And I do, like, if you're on the market for a glowy dewy foundation, I definitely recommend this, but other foundations are available. This is a 100, okay, I'll try and do a rating. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Then I used my beloved concealer, which is 47 out of 10. It is the absolute best. This loose powder is so good, but there are other ones available, like good, like as good as this is what I mean by that. So I give this like 8 out of 10, but I would give the GLOWISH all over like dewy powder 11 out of 10. It is fantastic. The setting spray I would also give a strong 9 out of 10. I think it is really lovely for hydration. The bronzer I'm going to give 8 out of 10 because it's very good, but there's, you know, comparable bronzers to that. The creamy pencils I really enjoy. The lip liners also good. The creamy pencil, sorry, I'll give that 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. The lip liner I will give 5 out of 10. The liquid liner, the what's it called, Life Liner, Quick and Easy, 11 out of 10. And then in terms of formula, but not necessarily colour for today's look, Empress. But Empress is one of my favourite colours in my lipstick collection, just not with this look. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10. Come in here, don't just sit here. Oh, and this, I put this back in my drawer, but this is 7.5 out of 10, just beautiful. Huda really is overall just one of my favourite brands. I love all of her base products, I love her eye products, I love her powder products. I just think her makeup is wonderful. There's obviously stuff from them that I've tried that I don't really like the foundation I absolutely hate. The one in this ball, you know what I mean? Like, I really hate that. I didn't like the stick foundation either. They're all just really heavy and horrible on my face, but this one obviously that I used today, excellent. Anyway, I feel like I am getting a bit tired because I've done 2 videos today, a lot of talking, a lot of nattering on, and I'm up early for work, so I do need to wrap this up. So I am going to piss off, but again, just one of my favourite brands in my collection. Anyway, I'm gonna piss off. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you've tried from the brand that you adore, or what you have tried and didn't like. Like, if you didn't like the foundation, tell me, because I feel like I am on the minority with that. Subscribe if you haven't already for more thrilling content from me, and I'm gonna piss off, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Bye!